Hi, today I'm reviewing the TATCHA Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. And I just wanted to thank everyone that's helped support the channel by purchasing palettes. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned and I'll have some new products coming out, so always check the link in the video description. So let me first start by saying I have a love-hate relationship with TATCHA. I either really love the product or I really hate the product. And I have a love-hate relationship with sunscreen. A lot of times I just hate them, and sometimes I don't mind them. And that's about it. I rarely have found a sunscreen that I absolutely love. And I was ready to hate this one just because it's TATCHA, love-hate, sunscreen, hate, dislike. And this one I actually really liked using. You can't even really tell that you have it on. So that's my bias I'm putting out there. And let me let you guys kind of know what my thoughts are on it. So my first criteria is packaging. And this has done a nice job packaging. It's in a nice opaque tube, so it protects everything from light and air. And then I also like that they have the expiration number written pretty clearly up top. So because sunscreen can be pretty volatile and it can tend to go bad rather quickly. And sometimes, I know when I was little, I probably had sunscreen for years, the same bottle. And I'm sure that's why I have more hyperpigmentation than I wish I did. But anyway, packaging is nice and it's kind of beautiful actually as well. Beautiful color. So number 2 criteria is alcohol, and this does contain denatured alcohol. However, I did not knock them for it because it's the second from the bottom of the list, and it's probably more there just for the viscosity of the product, and it's probably not going to affect you when it's the second to the bottom on the list of ingredients. So where is it? Denatured alcohol right there. So you're not going to have any issues with that. It's in such a little amount that it's used more to kind of make the sunscreen more of a gel material. So did not knock them for that. And then on to number 3, which is fragrance. And this does have a little bit of fragrance, so I did give them a thumb down there. This would be better without the fragrance. Thankfully, it's a very light scent, and it dissipates quite quickly, and it is also near the bottom of the list. But if you do have extremely sensitive skin, I would probably recommend avoiding this just because it does have that little bit of fragrance, and sometimes sunscreen, sunblock ingredients can be irritating. So that, in combination with the fragrance, probably if you have extremely sensitive skin, I would recommend avoiding this one. So better without it, but they did include it. Thankfully, it does dissipate quickly. On to number 4, which is the manufacturing location, and this is made in the U.S., so no issues there. Number 5 is ease of use, and it's very easy to use. It applies quite smoothly. And this is an interesting combination of zinc oxide, and then it's got oxasalate, which is a combination of a mineral and a chemical sunscreen. Thankfully, it doesn't have much of that sunscreen scent to it, but it's pretty easy to use, and a little bit goes a long way. And what I really like about this is that I didn't notice any white cast, which you get a lot of times with SPFs that contain zinc. You get kind of that white cast, and I didn't notice that at all with this. So I like how it absorbs quite quickly. When you apply it, you'll want to let it soak in for a few minutes, and especially if you're going outside. Try and apply this at least 15 minutes before you go outside. But pretty smooth application. I barely even tell that I have it on. And what I've been doing with my sunscreens, because I've been trying a lot of them out lately, is I'll use my toner, I'll cleanse, use my toner, light serum, a little bit of hydration. I'll use a vitamin C serum. One I've been using a lot lately is the Dermadoctor vitamin C serum. I've been using that a lot lately. Then I'll let that absorb a few minutes. Then I'll apply my sunscreen. Wait about 5 minutes so that it has time to soak in. And after that, I'll apply something similar to the Becca Backlit Primer or the Smashbox Radiance Primer. I'll use that to kind of counteract any little bit of a white cast and add a little bit of dewiness to my face. And then I'll apply foundation after that. So that kind of helps avoid any of the white cast or dullness or dryness that sunscreen can kind of cause. So a little bit of adding a couple things in there and you'll really appreciate your skin's sunscreen a lot more. And probably it won't bother you nearly as much as sometimes it can with some of the white cast, dryness. So some of those things can kind of counteract that. But just make sure that when you apply your sunscreen, you wait at least 5 minutes before you apply anything else on your face so that it has time to soak in. If you apply anything else too soon after that, it can kind of degrade, or not degrade, but counteract the effectiveness of the sunscreen. So just make sure to give it time to absorb. But anyway, ease of use, very easy to use. Number 6 is antioxidants, and this does have some good antioxidants, which are always good in sunscreens. It's got green tea, which is a very good antioxidant, licorice, and then it's also got algae, which is kind of an interesting combination, but it's got some good antioxidants in there and some good moisturizers, because sometimes sunscreens can make your face feel a little bit dry. So I like that they've included some good antioxidants, and also if you use a good vitamin C serum underneath, that'll also help kind of boost your skin and protect your skin from free radicals and pollution in the air. Number 7 is animal testing, and TATCHA is cruelty-free, so we absolutely love that. Number 8 is performance, and I gave this a thumb up. I like that they did a little bit beyond just the normal SPF 30, which is the gold standard for SPF. I like that they did a 35. They bumped it a little bit extra, which can never hurt. The more the better, but I like that they did a little bit extra above and beyond the 30. So, but otherwise this performs quite well. Number 9 is the price, and this is the full size, and I believe it's $68, which is expensive. So make sure if you're going to purchase this that you can afford to apply it liberally, because if you're not applying it liberally, you're not going to get all of the benefits that you should be. So if you can't, or this is 2 ounces. Sorry, I misspoke. Just make sure you can afford to apply it liberally. I know Murad has their City Sunscreen Defense, which is 1 ounce for $65. And you definitely need to use a lot to cover yourself. So I worry that people are buying too expensive of a sunscreen and can't afford to apply it liberally, and therefore they're not reaping all the benefits that they should be from their sunscreen. So just make sure you can afford to apply a good amount of it. They always say something like a shot glass is what you should be using for your face, neck, and chest area. So just make sure you can afford to apply it liberally. But this one is a little pricey, but you'll like it. So, and then on to number 10, which is the It Factor. And I also gave this a thumb up for that, because TATCHA has a good reputation for being a good solid brand, cruelty-free, high quality, but mostly I like how I can't even tell that I have this on at all. The only thing I can tell is a little bit when I apply it initially is the sunscreen scent, but that dissipates quite quickly, and I just love how I can't even tell that I have this on, so I did give it a thumb up there. So overall, this got an 8 out of 10, which is quite good, especially for a good sunscreen, and I like how it's a little bit higher than the standard 30. Would be better had it been a little bit more affordable, and then they took out the fragrance part. I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10 there, but with sun care, or skin care and sun care, it's hard to find anything that's perfect, so, but overall, this is pretty good. So, anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out yet or not. Or if you've tried any other sunscreens. What have you tried? What have you liked? Do you have a favorite? And then also, do you apply it every day? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And check out noesbeauty.net. Thank you so much, guys.